Or does Swerve step up? Like John says, I'm just asking for people to step up. I mean, I don't see why y'all hate me so much. Does he get that question answered by Swerve, or what you think, bro?
I'll tell you right now, by the end of this year, Naomi will have a belt.
Do you feel like Jay has cooled off a little bit, or you think that he's still okay?
He's still okay. But I'm telling y'all, next Monday, not gonna happen. Maybe this Monday, never know. But next Monday, it's going to get violent. It's gonna have to get violent.
So we going into our second segment. In segment one, we went through the WrestleMania build, but now we're gonna go into AEW because AEW is also building towards something which is Dynasty. So
Yes.
we have the card
So
here,
far.
and we're going through some of the matches, and I want to get your thoughts to our listeners, and as well as Enforcer of this first one right here. Jon Moxley representing the Death Riders versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Championship. Does Swerve win? Does Jon Moxley continue his reign of terror? Or does Swerve step up? Like John says, I'm just asking for people to step up. I mean, I don't see why y'all hate me so much. Does he get that question answered by Swerve, or what you think, bro?
AEW Tony Khan, listen up.
There we go.
Pull the trigger. Give the belt.
The two-time.
And the same event he won the first time. Make this his event. He won the belt. Make him win the belt again. Not saying his first reign was bad, but it ended too early. I understand you was trying to give Brian Danielson his due before he leaves full time. I get it. What would be the biggest hurrah or the biggest swerve, no pun intended, if Brian comes out and costs Jon Moxley the belt to the man that he beat?
And put a bag over his head.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Don't get me wrong.
Put a Publix grocery bag over his head.
Something public shit might smell like chicken in that motherfucker. But I'm just saying. I get what John's doing. I don't like it, but I get it. And to the point that I put my AEW title in a briefcase because I'm protest. I'm not looking at that belt until I see it again on TV. But this Death Rider thing is not doing it for me. Mm-hmm. It's not doing it for me no more. And I know I just said I talk about wrestling fans and their patience. It's not even about patience with this. It's not going nowhere. Mm-hmm. It's not going nowhere.
How long has he had the belt?
He had the belt since January. Was it?
So he's only had it.
He had it. No, he had it since World's End.
That's what I said. January. That
was December.
So he technically hasn't had the belt that long.
No, but the storyline itself is like,
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah,
like you're supposed to be. So what we said this last week that we think that what it's supposed to be Shane supposed to have came in, supposed to be the guy that supposed to be the mastermind of Death Rider.
Kind of like the hidden mastermind behind the
I got you. But since that didn't fall through, they're walking on eggshells right now. I could be wrong, which I probably is. But hey,
it's a rumor.
I just think it ran its course, just like the EVP situation ran its course. I think this ran its course, and I think Swerve deserved a second run with that belt. and a long one. I know what he did, like 4 or 5 months. And he had some banger matches. That match between him and Will Ospreay, that match between him and Bryan Danielson. But again, it was not a long run.
I do think though, if Swerve were to win, I think it would be an appropriate time because I think unless the story or whatever, story that they're trying to tell, if it, demands it or if it is appropriate, then of course they can have these long title reigns. Not every title reign, I think, is responding to some of the things I hear on some of the panels and group chats that I hear, but not every championship needs to be a long title
No,
run.
no.
Like Swerve, you said was like 5-6 months. I think that's a good title run to me. Like a
He
five
had
six run. John Moxley got at 4 or 5 months. Those are good title runs to me. I mean, I grew up in the era where a month, 2 months, 3 months, somebody, next man up, and then they get into a segment, and then they go back and forth. Like these year, 2 year, 3 year runs with belts.
see that's the thing. I grew up on both sides. Like I
Well,
grew
that's
up,
a good point for your perspective. That's a
yeah.
good point.
I grew up
See,
with
I was on the tail end of that with
yeah.
Macho. That's my earliest memory was Macho.
Yeah, see, I had Ric Flair being the NWA
Bob
champion,
Backlund.
Terry Bollea being champion for 4 damn years. Like you said, Macho
Ooh.
Man for a whole year. Ultimate Warrior almost a year.
I remember that for the
Sting
year. Like, okay,
Sting was almost a year. But only if it makes sense.
correct. Not doing it just
Yeah,
because
just because,
we have to wait till WrestleMania for him to drop the belt, or wait for All In, or wait
exactly,
for like you
exactly.
can drop
Right,
belts at other pay-per-views or other events too.
right. For example, Stone Cold. People think Stone Cold had the WWE title for, let's see, from
Yeah, he
March
never
to
had like super long runs. Yeah.
from March to September, but he didn't. He had it. He lost the belt between there, and he
Mhm.
got the belt back.
Correct.
In fact, Stone Cold never had a year as champion.
Hmm.
Rock never had a year as champion.
Correct.
You know,
Undertaker either. I don't think.
damn, Undertaker. No, the longest
I
Undertaker.
said none of his big, their big guys never
Yeah,
had year long reigns like that.
Undertaker probably
In
had
our
almost
era,
6 months.
modern era, of course.
Yeah, 6 months. I think Triple H didn't have the belt for a year, but
Oh, Triple H, he might be close. That's a good one.
no, he never had it for a year. But he broke
Okay.
it down. He lost it and won it right back. And if you remember, it
Oh
was
yeah, he would always win it back. Yeah,
right.
that's
It was a
true.
promo. He said, "I never gonna forget these rats." He lost to Batista. He said, "It don't matter if I lose it because she always come back." He screamed at a fan's face when he said that. I was like, "That's why I like that guy as a wrestler."
Cerebral.
Just straight up in your face. I'm gonna get it back anyway. But then you got wrestling fans. I always gotta say that, like it really is really different. It is. Wrestling fans appreciate a guy that could go make their match, each and every one of their matches, interesting and seem like he's gonna lose the belt. And he wins, and then when someone beat him for that belt, it means something.
Hmm.
Okada
Hmm.
was champion for 700 days. That's 2 years. 770 days. So that's 2 years. Damn near 2 years. Oh no, yeah, damn near 2 years. It was over 2 years. And when he lost the belt, it was a Kenny Omega. It meant something. Why it meant
There you
something?
go.
During that title reign, Kenny lost to him, then
Hmm.
did a draw. Then he beat him in the G1, which said, "Oh, I could beat him now," and then
Hmm.
he beat him.
That's a good point too about having long title reigns is
Yeah,
when they finally win them. Yeah, I got you.
it gotta make
But it's
sense.
a good side of
You
it
can't
too.
just this is like with Roman Reigns. Some people say it does make sense. Some people, like me, know the
Yeah.
fuck it don't. It don't, because you had opportunities to drop the belt and y'all didn't do it. You didn't drop the belt when against with Kevin Owens, the last
That
man.
was that was probably the main one. Like, dang, KO.
KO, Drew McIntyre, and the Clash of Champions. Cody Rhodes the first time.
Yeah.
You know, so you had opportunities for Rhodes to drop the belt. You just never did it. And then you have over the other side, AEW, Kenny Omega. You couldn't take the belt off Kenny Omega because Kenny Omega was the belt collector. And it was very hard to get the belt off him with politics because Tony Khan did not want to lose the Mega Championship because he was still the AEW champion. Luckily he had a work relationship with TNA. That's why he lost. And it meant something when he lost the TNA title on the first episode.
Christian.
Yeah, on the first episode of Rampage.
He did a kill switch on a chair.
Yeah. And what happened? You made motherfuckers want to watch Rampage because you don't know what the fuck will happen on Rampage. Point. When he lost to Hangman, it made sense because Hangman was on a 3-year storyline that motherfuckers need to pay attention to, saying AEW do those storylines. They did. And it made sense. You gotta make it make sense for a long storyline, a long title run. If you just don't have the belt on just to have the belt on because to have numbers, then you're just wasting everybody's time. You know. So for this one, for this occasion, I still think you said Swerve had a good run, but I still think he should have had longer.
You think it could have been a little longer?
Yeah, because right before him was.
I mean, it did seem abrupt when he lost to Bryan Danielson. It was kind of like
you got to think when he lost
because he was still hot.
The person he beat didn't have a long time run either. Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Samoa. Yeah.
He only had the belt for like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then before then, that's when the belt had a long run. Was MJF.
Yeah, because when you think about it, what did Samoa do with it?
He had one title. No, he had 2 title defenses, and then he lost to Swerve.
Because he was the champion of TV. He was the what was it?
He was he. So when he was,
I remember that he was the champion of TVs. Or
he was
of TV or something like that.
He was a TNT and Ring of Honor television champion at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. So
then he dropped the belt because nobody couldn't beat him.
Hey.
And then he went for the AEW title. Like it gotta make sense. You can't just have the belt with somebody for a long time like Brock Lesnar and think the shit makes sense because he's a part-timer. He only come when he want to come.
Because he had it a long. Okay, now I got you.
No, I mean,
they're having it for a year and actively defending it, and it's good matches and
constantly having good matches. It makes sense. You're not gonna have the belt for a part-timer. Like if we split Roman Reigns' title reign
to active,
the first half was good. The second half sucked ass.
Yeah, at that point, everybody was just like, "All right, get it off of him. I'm tired."
Yeah, y'all made a fucking second place title at the time. That's what we called it. So,
and that was the difference between. I got you. So I'm with you now. And that was the difference between him and the Gunther with the Intercontinental Champion.
Right. And like Gunther,
no one really got tired of that. It was just kind of like,
no, you remember me. You remember me.
Chad. We just wanted Chad to win. Yeah.
Remember, I was broken tears at the WrestleMania match between Drew and Sheamus. I was broken tears on this show because I was like, that's what it kind of title meant to me right there.
Yeah, so that's a good point.
But when it comes to these two, I forgot who said it, but people said that this is Jon Moxley's weakest title reign. I like to disagree with them on that because his weakest title reign was his title reign with CM Punk.
That's what I was just about to say, that when it was going back and forth with
But story wise, I get what they're saying because this shit has run its course. This Death Riders thing has run its course to me.
So what about the people that are saying this Death Riders thing? The fact that y'all hate it is him being a good heel. You see what I'm saying? That's some people say that, like, okay, well,
as a heel. You see
what I'm saying? Yeah,
he's doing his job as a heel. I mean, I'm proving that point right now. I'm saying that I'm saying that is fucking running its course. But guess what? If I'm at an AEW show, which I will be April 30th, they come in here. If he's still chanting you, guess what I'm doing when he walk out? I'm booing the shit out of him. He's doing his job. I'm booing the shit out of him. Why? Because he's the fucking heel. Wrestling fans, please listen to what I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
When they are heels, you don't cheer them. You don't cheer them. You're making their job harder by cheering them. Because then guess what the fucking booker gonna do? We gotta make him face. We can't do it. And it's not the right time to make Jon Moxley face. Not when he
Yep.
fucking beating up everybody and putting bleach and shit in their mouth and paper bags. And you want to cheer that shit? What kind of fucking world we living in, man?
Yeah, bro.
You know. So, but I would love for Swerve to win this title, man.
I think Swerve. Okay, so going with your prediction or ask if Swerve wins,
Mhm.
what happens to the Death Riders, or at least what happens to John Moxley after that? Does he keep battling against Swerve, or does he say, "Look, someone stepped up. That's all I ask. Take some
He's,
time off."
I tell you, this dude
Or do you
reminds
think it's gonna be somebody else that steps up? Now he gonna have to fight Brian.
he reminds me of a fucking MCU villain. I swear, because he believes what he's doing is for
Yeah,
the
he's like,
good.
all I wanted was someone to step up.
He
You know
believes,
how like the villain, like they do all this stuff, and then when you finally
yeah.
defeat them, and they're they're on their like last like seconds before they
It's all I ask
turn
you.
over.
Like Killmonger
I
from Black
just did
Panther.
this because I just wanted the best for you. Why you didn't say that at the beginning?
But this is like Killmonger from Black Panther. He once when he killed. Now they all fucking family again. We gonna go watch the sunset. Yeah, I
Yeah, let's
just.
watch the sunset.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
we could have watched the sunset, but you had to do all this, and that's all you
right.
wanted.
You could have came and visit and we could have talked and ate some damn fucking goddamn lion or something. And you want to fucking take over shit. But if Moxley lose the
Good
belt,
point.
he's not. It's not gonna be. Oh, the Death Riders just go all take on turn on him. No, they go still be around, but it's just like when the when they was the Beast was it
Blackpool Combat.
yeah when it was Blackpool Combat Club when they was faced and they turned heel and they turned back face and stuff. They might keep them there for a while, but it gotta make sense. It gotta make sense. It gotta be
Especially now they got Marina in there, and she's like a ticking time bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like
bro, I'm praying that
she a certified crash out too. We talking about crashing out earlier.
I'm praying that she got better in the ring. Cause
She
all
been
this,
chomping at the bit to crash out on Willow.
bro, this anticipation. I've been waiting for it. It reminds me of when Hook first started, and we didn't know how Hook,
anticipation.
right? We anticipated like, oh, this little motherfucker. He tough. What the fuck you gonna do? He came in. He started slamming motherfucker. Like, oh,
He got a little
where the
bit.
fuck this come from? I had not seen her work in Define because I know she was a Define Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she got better because it seemed like her mic skills got better. What she said on Collision. I mean, to say you're gonna take a woman's liver out and throw it down her throat, and you got John Moxley looking like after he just said, "I'm afraid of my mother, my sister, and my wife," and then he said, "So I met this woman." You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what's next if he lose the belt. But
Okay,
it gotta be it gotta be
Swerve will probably take his attention to. You think he gonna revisit Ricochet or Hangman again?
Hangman maybe because they cross paths on.
I'm about to say because they gonna revisit that.
They might, but then I said this. They remember they put the theory that they want Darby Allin to be the champion. And everybody know the rivalry between Darby Allin and Swerve that goes back to I don't know how many indie shows.
What if Darby interferes and John Moxley wins, and Darby joins Death Riders, and then Darby and Swerve have a side rivalry?
It'd be interesting.
Or not really?
No, that'd be interesting.
Think so?
It'd be different.
I mean, he fits the jumping on thumbtacks and stuff that John Moxley be doing.
I'll put it like this. I don't think no one ever saw Darby Allin as a heel. So it'd be very interesting. And he's a day one guy. Remember they said
he's a pillar.
He's a day one AEW guy.
Yeah, ain't he one of the pillars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be very interesting to see one, Darby Allin as a heel, and two, during this, I guess, so-called war, he's on the side of the Death Riders.
All right.
So
Well, we're gonna see. Well, staying on the topic of AEW Dynasty, that's gonna be interesting to see what happens. This is the big thing, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about Swerve. We have one more very small segment to go after this, but um, so right here, Enforcer, this is the rest of the card that we have. I know we're running low on time. We're gonna make sure we get everything in,
yeah,
but we have the AEW Women's World Championship with Toni Storm versus Megan Bayne.
we must protect Toni Storm at all costs.
Bruh,
Woman is a national.
Toni is in her bag right now.
Yo, she says stuff that I don't think I could say. I'm a grown ass man. If she be saying some shit that I like, damn, I can't say that shit to repeat this shit. I love to. And then Megan Bayne, this Amazon, she's a walking deaf snoo. Deaf by snoo. This I don't know. I seen her work in GCW. She's a handful. And they're booking her right. This is why I got to flip a coin because I don't know who I want to win. Like I would love them to pull the trigger on Megan Bayne because now you gotta find out who is willing enough to beat her, or keep the belt on Toni Storm because Toni Storm is this has been the best run of her career, period, bar none, anywhere. This has been her best run. She got a character. She knows how to wrestle. And her mic skill and her mic
because it's a character work.
This what man.
So everyone always says, "Where's the character? Where's the story?
Yeah.
You getting it?
Yeah,
you are literally getting it."
This is what happens when WWE put a chip on your shoulder the size of King Kong. You got Swerve in the main event. You got Toni Storm. Toni Storm in probably one of the best damn female or / just wrestlers in the world. Look at Ricochet in a match with the best bout machine and Speedball, who's got
that's gonna be ridiculous. Speedball,
ridiculous. I mean, look at the card so far. You see, everybody got a chip on their shoulder because of WWE. Adam Cole, who should not even be wrestling right now, got a major chip because it's not just WWE; it's his career. That's a chip. You got Adam, who
said he was done. He was retired.
Right,
he looked
50. His
still
legs
putting on good
up cages and shit. Like this man don't like to be healthy. But you got him. You got FTR, who was the best tag team in the world. And
not now. Now that's I'm glad you pointed that out because we were just talking about the Death Riders with John Moxley, and then we have the Death Riders here with Pac, Yuta, and Claudio. Then we have rated FTR. I think there was some dissension with FTR. Tone. I am so glad you pointed that out. FTR. Big deal or no big deal with Dex? Look. You don't look at your friend like that. Look how you looked at him. Look how you looking at him. You don't look at your boys like that. Look, the guy you've been in the trenches with.
That is humongous deal.
Humongous. Okay, so this is a big deal. Some people on Russell Talk are saying that this is just smoke and mirrors.
No, this is a big deal. If you see, this is my argument when someone say this is smoke and mirrors, blah blah.
Yeah, with rated FTR. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
With FTR, again, with me, you are entitled to your opinion. I'm not here to say you're right or you're wrong. I just want to understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
So understand where I'm coming from.
Okay.
These guys started in developmental together.
Yeah.
They found each other. Dak was on another tag team. He was on a hillbilly tag team, for I remember. They had even Alexis Bliss was their manager, and that's why she got her name because she couldn't say bless. She just say bless. Bliss. It said bless you. So they said that's your name. That's the Bliss. Dusty Rhodes get like that. But anyway, these and Cass and Adam was cool. That's how Cass got the job at WWE. So when these guys came together, They didn't have a name. Revival was not their name. They didn't have a name.
It was the Mechanics.
Something like that. I don't remember. That's how
long
long
I was a black and gold guy. They were the Mechanics, and because I was a shadow machine from being a mechanic.
I don't like they were just jailed. They became within developmental. Yeah. Before there was a fraction, there was Revival. In developmental,
that's a good point.
Best tag team in the entire business, and that's a lot.
That's how a lot of those guys were put together, like DIY.
Yeah,
they put them together and they end up gelling, and boom,
right, dude. Like, so you talk about that, then you talk about the main roster bullshit that was happening there with them, but they still.
I got you. Yeah.
They still was 2-time tag team champions up there.
Gotcha.
Trying to keep tag team wrestling somewhat legitimate in the main roster.
Yeah, throwback tag team
got released, came to AEW, gave y'all the dream scenario that everybody waiting for. They said you watch them being the elite, you already know. Fuck the Revival. That's why it's called FTR.
Yep.
And they gave us that. Then they became belt collectors, AEW tag team. AAA tag team, Ring of Honor tag team. Gave us a trilogy of
collecting all the tag team belts.
Right, gave us a trilogy of all trilogies against God rest his soul, Jay and Mark, the Briscoe brothers. So you gotta understand that.
Good point.
You gotta understand with tag team wrestling, especially if you was just put together and you stayed together for a long time. It was a part in one part of your career where you did not want to be a tag team wrestler. And Dax remembered that time. Dax is a hothead, not just in the ring, on Twitter and real life. He's a hothead. Cash, he's a hothead too. If y'all remember, this dude got away with, he went to jail.
That's a good man. That's some good callbacks, Tone.
You know what I mean? So,
right.
Is it time to break up? No. This is where the smoke and mirrors for me come in.
I wouldn't want them to break up. I like them as a team, but
I think they're gonna be heels. Yeah. I think.
Have they been heels though already?
Yes, they came in AEW as heels.
That's what I thought. Okay.
I think they're gonna turn on Adam if they don't win those belts. I think. You remember a certain guy said he needed to make his own clique. Certain guy named MJF. And he had a clique called the Pinnacle.
The Pinnacle.
Now, if the what was the name? The Dynasty in the MLW. Yes. If that don't work out, because his partners are free agents right now, the Pinnacle is always the next move to go against the Hurt Business.
You could bring back the Pinnacle
to go against the Hurt Business
with no Warlord.
No, hell no. To have FTR go against Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley, MJF as their mouthpiece to make sure MVP don't get involved. There you go. I'm not saying happening, but saying I see there is frustration, but I don't think they're gonna break them as a tag team.
And that's not the point.
It's not fully smoke and mirrors, but the smoke and mirror is that y'all think those two go fight.
Because some people's like, oh, it's much to do about nothing, just smoke and mirrors.
No, they gonna get rid of Adam. So Adam, like I told you all, I'm gonna say it now. Where's Christian? Tony Khan is known for giving fans what they want, and a lot of people want Edge and Christian to tag up one last time for Edge leads, because that's one of his goals.
Coping Christian.
Edge and Christian, 5-second post. Just give me 5-second post. You don't own that. Give me 5-second post.
Because you won't put something like this on TV and don't follow up on it.
I mean, the
look at how you look. I mean, I'm not said it already, but that you don't look at your teammate like that.
But the shit started.
But like you said, like something's coming from this. Like
it started 2 weeks ago. It started 2 weeks ago when he didn't.
With Copeland.
Yeah, but it didn't start 2 weeks. I'm sorry, it started a month ago.
When they didn't help up Copeland, right? That was when people started noticing it.
No, it started when they didn't shake Undisputed Kingdom's hands after they lost, and then after they won, they didn't shake their hand. So okay, that's nothing. That's shooting the crack right there. Then when like you said, when Adam lost,
that's what on everybody's like, Mm.
I mean, that's his boy. He gonna check on him, but Dak was not helping him up.
Yeah.
Like you just lost. I'm like, why not help you up? And then he tried to do an apology, and then you can see it. They're going back and forth, but not arguing. But they try to do the respectful. But everybody know if you're an asshole like myself, I know how to curse you out in a nice way. So that's they're doing. There was doing shit in a nice way, respectfully, but blah blah. Then this shit came out. You think that FTR wants trios gold? They want tag team. They're the best tag team
Mm.
in AEW. They don't want no damn trios. They don't want. So that means they gotta look out for another person. They don't want that shit.
Would that mean that? So some people will hear you saying this. Some people in the comments right now, they hear you saying that, and then they'll say, "Well, that's devaluing the trios titles.
They already devalued
You
the
don't
trio
want them."
titles. Dude, they've been devalued. When the last time these guys defended those titles?
Oh,
They've been devalued since they had them.
oh, they.
Treat it like how y'all say when other people don't defend the title for days and days and days, and then y'all say, "Oh, he only defended the title twice in a year."
Mm.
When the last time they defended the titles? The whole time they had it, they probably only defended titles twice.
Okay.
It's already devalued. Get it on, pack them up.
All right. So then we jump over here. We got Garcia and Adam Cole. What you think about that one? No time limit, no interference.
It must be a winner.
Must be a winner. No draw, no time limit draw, nothing like that. It has to be
Adam,
a definitive winner. How are
Adam
you feeling on the TNT title right now? How are you feeling on Daniel Garcia? And should Adam Cole win this match?
TNT title is not back to where it used to be yet. It's working its way slowly. You remember that used to be a hot title.
Because some people said Jack Perry was doing this thing with it.
Jack Perry, when he made his own little TNT title, it was all right. It was all right for those that like custom
Big goat
belts.
belt.
You know, I got my own version of TNT title right here. You know, my 420. But it's still, like I said, it was slowly coming. It was on TV, blah blah. But there's not hot potato,
Right.
whatever. But this right here, it was getting good because Daniel Garcia is a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
He wrestles, so
He's good.
he's very good, very good. And you're gonna get Adam Cole, who is desperate to win the belt. We said this word earlier.
He hasn't won one yet, huh?
Exactly. We said this. We said this earlier. When
John
someone
Cena.
is desperate, they will do anything to win. Adam Cole,
Oh,
not a face. I repeat that again. Adam Cole is not a good face. Adam Cole is a little asshole named Adam Cole Baby, and he's going to win by any cost. You gave this guy no time limit. You said no outside interference. So guess what he got to do? He got to go to the bag of tricks and low blow you.
you know that's what he do. He'll do it too.
He'll do it. He's not gonna hold back. He wants to go.
He won't feel bad about it either.
Won't feel bad. And he told y'all. Remember the last time Adam Cole says that he prophesies gold?
Oh,
He prophesies gold this year.
he said that for this match.
Yeah, he said that for this year.
Oh, for the year. Okay.
He said
Every time he's done that I've been following Adam Cole, he comes through on his promise.
every time
I give
he
you
said
that. I didn't know he said that.
Oh yeah, he prophesies gold.
Okay. That changes things.
He's getting that belt. He's getting that belt. And I won't be surprised if he got a cheat to do it. He's getting that belt. If you have Daniel Garcia win this match, you really want Daniel Garcia to make that belt.
Okay.
Make that belt.
It wouldn't be a bad thing though.
No, it won't.
Right?
It won't. But I'm sorry. When I hear someone, especially how desperate Adam Cole is since he came back. Since he came back, he only won trio matches. He had
so what
not
about
won a trio match.
So I mean, there's there's two other mid-card belts. You have the international and you have the what's the one the Continental with Okada.
I don't want to see that. Well, Adam Cole against Okada.
What you
I think
think?
that might be the first time ever, if I'm not
I'm
mistaken.
about to say, just in case we just talking
But
hypothetical. If he were to lose, what other belts he could go after?
I
You
would
know,
love for him to go against Kenny Omega. There's a
I
storyline.
think we
People
got up there. We didn't even touch on that one yet.
I
We
mean,
were saving that one for
that's
last.
the old Bullet Club storyline right there.
About to
So
tell you.
I mean, that's you got again. You gotta be a Being Elite fan at the time when Being Elite was good. But this match right here, I'm not even gonna wait for no other match. This is the match where
Okay.
I say Adam Cole needs to win,
Okay.
and he's not gonna win kissing babies and
Oh,
saying
being
hi
a
to
good
the
guy.
fans. No, no. And I know I sound like I want everybody to turn heel, but it's certain people that are natural heels.
Mm-hmm.
You go by their career. Adam Cole is a natural heel. Even he knows that because you go back to NXT days when he was a face for a month. For a month, he went back to being a heel by super kicking his boy Kyle O'Reilly. So no,
Oh yeah.
he's a natural heel. He knows this. So I'll just I hope I want Dan Garcia to lift that belt up, but I also know that Adam Cole said this year he prophesied gold for the Unseen Kingdom. And sorry, kid, you got
All
gold.
right. All right. And the last match we hadn't talked about yet, Kenny Omega. We kind of touched on it a little bit, but Ricochet, Kenny, and Speedball. Just going over the card thus far. Well, how you feeling on the build? I know it's still kind of early.
Yeah,
I won't say early, but it's still developing. I guess is a better word. But
it was not that much bill, but it don't need no bill. This is
that's
this
a good point.
the kind of shit I said earlier. You don't
Oh, this
need
is gonna be a crazy match, bro. This
you
is gonna
don't
be
need to
a
do much.
crazy match.
I'm telling you, you don't need to do much. You
It's gonna
got
be a crazy match.
first of all, you got Ricochet who just got married, feeling he said I got the girl. Now I just need the gold. You got Speedball who just got signed. If you know Speedball, if you saw Speedball live, or you just saw him wrestle, just go back. I'll
I
give you the
found out
match.
about him in TNA. I'm new to. I'm still kind of new.
I was about to say I'll give you the match to look for. Just go type Speedball against Will Ospreay.
Okay.
That's all. TNA. That's all. And you already know
Cool.
King Omega. He's he's
Woo.
he's back. He's back. Now I don't know if
He was
he's back
very
behind it.
impressive. I give him that. He's very
Right.
impressive.
So you got those three. I don't know if this is the first time Ricochet and King Omega touched. Well, I definitely remember King Omega and Speedball. And those two are one and the same. I'm telling you, they both speak fluent Japanese. They both from Canada. And damn it, whew, could go.
I'm very intrigued. I'm very um okay. Kenny, it's pretty safe to say Kenny's winning, right?
That's the beauty. No.
It's
I
not.
mean,
Oh,
I mean,
I was gonna say this the shield. Man, Kenny, he just won. I
listen,
think this.
it's a way he can escape. But then at the same time, this could be the way that Ricochet could get some gold without pinning Kenny.
Mm.
I mean, this match. If I'm Tony Khan, I would start the show off with this match. I would start the show off with this
Ooh.
match because again, all these matches that's up here, that's the match that don't have no build up.
We still didn't have we still got more matches to be added.
Yeah,
Osprey.
Osprey probably go against no, they're gonna start the Owen Hart tournament.
That's what I'm about to say. The tournament, huh?
So the brackets will be this Wednesday. We'll find out. So he probably Osprey probably face whoever's in the bracket.
You
And
got Willow.
Willow, the females will start their matches.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be. It's still got a lot.
Still got a lot, and I'm telling you, I'd still start with this match first. I don't care because it's a title match first, and then you get the people energy up. The first match always supposed to start
Yeah.
you off on fire.
Like Roman said, if I ain't going last, I want to be first to set the tone match.
Yeah, set the tone. Like, yo, this is what we
Mhm.
would have. AEW for their 6 years know how to set the fucking tone.
Okay.
So that'd be the match I set the tone with.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the enforcer himself. This is the build for AEW Dynasty so far. I know one thing. I'm gonna be on my little bean bag right here with some popcorn,
Yes.
maybe a few Twix, some Snickers, just
Yes.
snacking and watching some good old wrestling. I know I can't wait for AEW Dynasty. And you heard some of our early predictions of this, and y'all let us know in the comments. What are you looking to see for AEW Dynasty? Do you agree with myself or Tone with what we predict some of these matches are going to go? Let us know, man. Let us know below. We hear y'all in the cookout. We
Oh.
see y'all on Wrestle Talk.
Oh.
We know y'all have opinions on everything we talked about today. So come on, talk to us in the comments.
Yes. Let me.
Just as y'all would do if we were live, do a pre-recorded. We will be commenting back. We'll
Oh.
be letting y'all know.
Oh yeah.
so
But be respectful.
so Tone, we're gonna go ahead and probably go ahead and end here, and then we can come back and do a news and rumor segment during the week.
All right. Cool. Cool.
Um, what are your final thoughts? What if all the things that we talked about today, what is something that you want the people to take away? What do you want the people to leave with from you after watching this episode? If y'all didn't listen to nothing Tone said all day,
Shit.
listen to what he's about to say right now.
Just know. Just know if you pay attention this whole show, you know that I'm a wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
You know that I'm not a company fan.
Mm-hmm.
I know my past wrestling. I know what's going on currently, but I like to put some fancy booking in now and then, But what I want to say, especially to wrestling fans that just wake up and bitch about every fucking thing of wrestling, I challenge y'all now. I'm challenging y'all. That means I'm challenging AEW fans to watch WWE, and I'm challenging WWE fans to watch WWE. And I'm challenging both fan bases to watch something outside of those damn fucking companies. Find something positive in wrestling. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you like the female wrestler because how she look. Find something positive and talk about it for like 10 minutes. That's all I ask. Because when you do that, guess what? You're keeping your fandom in the ICU. You keep the blood flowing. You're keeping it alive. Is what I say. That's all. That's all actually, because it seems like it's more negative, and people now are doing stuff just to get likes and views to say the negative part. Y'all don't say nothing positive unless it's uh the company you like, not the wrestler, the company you like.
Mm.
You're not talking about the wrestling. You talk about the company. Oh, this. Oh, the company's doing the One Time Warner likes this company, blah blah blah, and TK. I don't give a fuck about the company. The wrestler could move to each company. Talk about the wrestler. Talk about the wrestler that busted his ass to entertain your candy ass for 2 to 3 hours. So do me that favor. Do me that favor. Find another wrestling company outside the wrestling company you love, and find something positive and
Mm.
talk about it for 10 minutes.
Mm.
10 minutes. Guess what? Guess what the 10 minutes is gonna be at? TikTok, because that's all they give. 10 minutes. So I'm telling you, 10 minutes. Remember, you're a fan first. Fan first. Then you're a content creator. That's all I got to say. Shut up and enjoy wrestling. Yeah.
Hey, you heard him. My takeaway is we are going to be ramping up our content on the channel. I know we've been saying that for a little bit, but like we are on the runway. Like it's coming. I'm telling y'all right now. Like we're out of the planning stage.
Everything ready.
So make sure If you are not following us or subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok, you're doing yourself a disservice because you are going to be missing out on you will legitimately be missing out on content. And we don't want that for you. We want y'all to catch everything that we put out. Enforcer, myself, Chris, T.O., Angel, Mid South, 8-bit, all everybody that is involved with our platform, they put a lot into the content, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of brainstorming, a lot of trial, a lot of error. Please, if if you want, if you would like to support us, all I'm asking is hit that subscribe button. It is free 99, and we love free.
Yes,
It don't cost nothing but have an active Gmail account or active email account to hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We all like when I tell y'all, I'm about to get the approval from Chris. When I tell y'all, we are like this close to getting monetized on YouTube.
Mm.
We all like legitimately like it's so close. I could just like feel it's like reaching for a belt in a ladder match. It's just like
It's like Jeff Hardy
we are
touching the
legit
belt.
right there. So we're gonna make this push for episode 300, and we're gonna throw some more content on. And I'm excited about all the different things and different projects that we're working on. I want to give one last shout out to our boy Enforcer and our boy Mr. Attention Getter, Tone, Antonio, Fat Daddy Enforcer, whatever you want to, whatever you know him by. This guy does a lot of stuff behind the scenes, a lot of stuff that may not be visible to the supporters of the show and different things like that. But we just want to make sure that we support all the projects and different things that he's doing. And this how this part of the thing, it's a give and take. You know what I'm saying? It's a give
Yes,
and take. It's a
yes.
give and take.
Listen, support all of us,
Just like Cena says, don't be the one where you take and you take and you take till there's nothing left. That's I've seen his promo cadences.
man. Oh my goodness, that man
Um,
he
but
sounded bad, man.
definitely appreciate y'all. And this will be on YouTube as soon as I get off here. I'm going to go ahead and edit this thing up. I'm going to chop this up into a part 1 and part 2, make
Oh,
it a little palatable for our viewing audience, and also help us with the little videos.
all right, all right.
But also I'm gonna make sure to have the chapter links so that way y'all can skip ahead to all the different topics and everything. And I will see y'all in the next one. I am Ziggy the Beast. This is Mr. Enforcer. Y'all make sure y'all follow him, check him out, and all the things he's gonna be doing this week.
Yeah,
And we will see y'all on episode 288.
yes.
Same
Oh,
podcast time, same podcast channel. And we out, y'all.
peace.
I wanted to take a quick pause right quick, and
Yes.
I want to highlight our brother Enforcer over here.
Oh,
I don't know if y'all know this, but this man is a very busy guy. Of course, in terms of his family and work and handling business at home, I'm talking about his projects, the stuff this guy's working on.
man,
So I
appreciate
did I wanted to make sure we didn't do a disservice to Enforcer, and we wanted to just spotlight a few things or all the things that you yourself, sir, are working on. So what we're gonna do first is just kind of give us a little bit of a rundown on what you're working on, man, and kind of like where can we find your shows, what kind of schedule you on, so that way we can link up and make sure that all of y'all that are listening right now, y'all make sure y'all go support our brother.
it.
And yeah, Tone, tell us where you
So,
at, bro.
so of course, I'm doing projects for hashtag His for Life Wrestling Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, being in charge of the Instagram page for us. I'm putting content on there. I'm also a cast member of Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast with John.
Oh, come on. Official?
Yes, yes.
Yo.
So I'm not on there. I'm watching, I'm commenting, but I'm also making the clips for them, and so they can put on their YouTubes and their other
Okay.
pages.
And when is this? What day is this?
This is on Thursdays,
Okay.
7:30-ish. That's sometimes
7:30 Eastern time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Wolfpack Podcast, 7:30 Eastern time. Y'all know that's our brother platform, brother sister platform.
Then you got
all right. What else you got?
Embrace the Thirst with Hill, Carmichael, and our boy Reese.
The wrestling encyclopedia himself. All right, so Embrace the Thirst. So what do y'all talk about there? What's up with that?
We talk about everything wrestling. Not
okay,
just
so wrestling
AEW. We do Japan, Indies. Then we talk about the shows like Dark Side of the Ring.
Okay, so y'all talk about like wrestling, all the like wrestling media content.
Yeah,
not just the wrestling show, but all. I got you.
Yeah, you say combat sports. We talk about MMA too.
Okay,
and stuff. So,
where can we find that? Is this on YouTube? Is this on Twitch? Facebook? Where's this at?
It's on YouTube, Facebook.
Okay, YouTube and Facebook. Okay,
we usually do it on Sundays around 6:30.
Okay.
I guess we're not doing one today. Well, we usually do it around that time. And if you go on YouTube, it's under Hill's YouTube page. Well, you can also watch it on mine if we do a pairing. And on Facebook is under his account.
Okay.
It's Hill Carmichael. Then you got my special project, my baby that I started this year. Not this year, the end of last year, around I think around September, which is Self-Made Podcast, which is a sporting podcast. It was started on the football season. But we just said
so it's just football.
No. We sports talk everything.
Oh, so sports. Okay,
yeah, everything sports. So that's me and my brother D Money.
Shout out to D Money.
We just got a new schedule, which is on Fridays now, 5:00 Eastern time.
Okay.
And like I said, we just talk.
And where can I find this podcast? What can we all?
That's a beautiful question. So we got our own page on Facebook, which is under Mr. Attention Getter. Also under Mr. Attention Getter on YouTube. Also, I just opened it up. We on Twitch, baby. We on Twitch. So
look up Self-Made on Twitch.
No, look up Mr. Attention Getter.
Okay, so it's on your page. Okay, so because we'll make sure we know where to go to find you. Okay.
Yeah. And Twitter. Now Twitter is Enforcer. So
gotcha.
I can't change my name. So I tried. If I got that blue check, I can't change my name. And I think that's it because I was on TikTok, but TikTok is so sensitive. That's no more. You can't. If I recommend anything, don't stream to TikTok. You're gonna do a live show, do it from TikTok. You stream from TikTok, they will find any and everything to put your live on restriction from.
Also, like just said, we were to stream this on TikTok, they would have something we said.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like we've been pretty good this episode, but something we said could have.
Yeah. And but you can still go live on your TikTok, but you can't stream from like Restream, StreamYard, anything to your TikTok. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. I'm pretty much, bro. I'm a podcaster, but I call myself freelance because I help a lot of people. So I'm not.
I noticed that.
Yes, I'm not just one.
Which is why I want to highlight you because you do a lot for other people. So I wanted you to take a moment to be a little selfish, and we talking about you,
which is hard these days to be selfish. But, it is hard because we all got a goal, man. I want to do my part to get this gold, and
That's what's up, man.
then maybe when if my shit blow up, because my shit pretty much is for fun. But once I start making some
Hey, I'm not
numbers,
saying like you doing your thing, bro.
yeah,
We
once
just
I
trying to
start
make
making
sure
some
we.
numbers, bro, then I'll be up there with how well, I'm still learning, like so
Yeah, man, you've been, the past I say 2 years now. Like you've been doing your thing with content creating, bro. And a lot
I
of people see, like, and Tone can tell you, a lot of people ask us, like, how to get into content creating, how you do it. Just Tone can tell you, just do it and be consistent and just think outside the box and try things. And look, if it don't work, then you know what to do and make adjustments. Don't just quit, but just make adjustments.
man, patience,
And there
patience,
you go, patience.
and make it fun. Have
Mhm.
fun with it. Don't make it seem like it's a job.
That's
It's
a good
fun.
point.
If it's fun, you keep doing it constantly. You have fun doing it. You might get 5 followers, you might get one, you might get none, but those numbers go add up sooner or later. So that's one thing I learned from you and Chris: patience.
Well, yeah, man. You got because it's hard to not compare yourself to other people. Like, man, they doing kind of similar what we doing. Let's look at this,
Yeah,
that. It's like, well, how did this guy? How did So
it's
it's it's hard, but like you say, you're you. They're not you. Just do you.
like you
But
think.
we definitely appreciate Tone, all the contributions he makes to the team and everything like that. And y'all definitely make sure y'all support them. I'll make sure, since this is a pre-record, I'll make sure to have the timestamps and everything laid out for y'all so that way y'all can go through and pick apart everything and go to all the different projects that he's taking a part in. So
Hey, I do some gaming. Well, not
oh,
I don't do no Call of Duty. None of that. I just play games. I'm a casual gamer. I'm not no hardcore gamer. I'm too.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Some it's just good to just chill.
Back in the day, though, I would have been with that. But I'm just having some playing games. We can do a question.
Right now, you just want to decompress after a day of work. You just want to, yeah.
Yeah. Also, one more before we go to our next
Oh,
one.
go ahead.
I am about this. I told you about the Ziggy, so I wanted to air it out.
Oh yeah, you got it, bro.
I'm looking for wrestling fans. I got an idea for my Twitch where we will rewatch a wrestling match of your choice.
Oh,
Choice, not my choice, your choice. And you're gonna tell me why we watching this match and how you became a wrestling fan and all this stuff. We're pretty much what you call it? Pretty much call it wrestle talk, because that's what we're gonna do. Watch wrestling, we gonna talk. You gonna talk.
oh, okay.
So I'm getting ideas for Twitch right now, and then of course I'm gonna share it because it's content for
Y'all make
us.
sure y'all look. This man got content. He gonna be pushing out.
Yes, sir. So keep your eye out. Keep your eye out.
Well, definitely appreciate that. And we're gonna go ahead and do a quick ad break to make sure that we get all of our call to actions in, and then we'll go into our final segment.
Either
We're going to take a quick pause right here for a second just to make sure that you all hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button, and also give you a chance to take a look at all the platforms that the cast members are on and make sure you are following them as well. That way you're notified whenever we go live. And one last thing, please make sure you check out our store on prowrestlingtees.com. Heels for Life. We have many different logos and styles of shirts on there that you can, also support us with. We definitely appreciate it. We have the logo shirt. We have the H4L shirt. We have the Wrestling Debates and Catering, Heel Nation, Ziggy O's, Ziggy and 8-Bit shirt. Many other different designs on there as well. Definitely appreciate every single one of y'all for your support, and we'll get back to the show.